Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's video. So hope you're having a good Saturday so far. It is the weekend, which of course means an Uncharted 4 gameplay commentary. And today will be part 7 of my US trip. Now, I will talk about that towards the end of the video, but I'm going to talk about other stuff to start off with like I always do. The gameplay you're about to watch is a Legacy Plunder match, and I'm going to be honest with you, we could have wrapped up this match very quickly. But after a certain point, I just didn't even play the OBJ, I just went for kills, and I only really stepped in to stop the enemy team from capping and to try and help my team from not losing the idol to the enemy team basically. But we could have had this win sewn up way before the end of time, and I don't know, I mean, I don't approve of playing like this because being on the opposite team, it really sucks. However, the one thing that I think is good about playing like this is that it gives the opposite team a chance to get back into the game. Now, there's no point, in my opinion, loading to... I mean, alright, it's good to get fast wins, but at the same time, I'd like a match to go on for a certain amount of time. Like, you load in, you get all the caps, you win, your match is done in 2 minutes, back at the loading screen. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's good because you've won the match fast, but there's no real entertainment, there's no joy from doing that, I don't think, anyway, unless you manage to get all 3 of them, I suppose. And so there are quite a few matches, especially because this is, as I said, this is early on in the gameplay of Uncharted 4. There are a few matches where I sort of try and drag it out a little bit just to get a few more kills, just to play a few more minutes. But as I said, it does give the opposite team a chance to get back into the game. And the thing that, like, when I'm on that receiving end of it, like, I've been in this position where people are just playing for the sake of playing, even though they could have won the game early on. And the enemy teams sometimes get complacent. And when they get complacent, you've got a chance to get back into the game. One of the good changes they've made, well, I mean, I'm indifferent about it, but one of the good changes they've made to Plunder in Uncharted 4 to, say, Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2 is that the score cap is now 3 instead of 5. So it used to be that teams would just get 4 idols, and there was no way in hell, if you were on 0, there's no way in hell you were going to get 5 before they would get their 1. So you were never going to win it. However, in Uncharted 4, if they're kept 2 and they obviously hold out on the third one, if you get 1, you're halfway there to just bringing things level. So you cap 1, it's 2-1. If you cap another one, it's 2-2, and then everything's to play for at 2-2, right? The match could go either way at 2-2. So just because it's sitting at 2-0 doesn't mean you're completely out of the match. You've got a chance to get back into it, and as I said, when the enemy team get really complacent, really cocky, that's a really good time to get back into the match. It's also a great time for getting kills. It depends on how they play, obviously, and you won't know until obviously you come across that situation. But what I find with some teams is that they just camp the objective. But when they camp the objective, that just means they're all in the same place, and that's easy for you to sort of predict where they're going to be, how to flank them, how to get kills from behind, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's not a great experience to be in that situation, but at the same time, I mean, you know, that complacency could be their downfall. So it's not over till it's over, is what I would say. Quite often you'll see players like leave matches in that sort of situation. Why? You've lost the game anyway, you've got nothing else to lose. You might as well stay, try and put up a fight, try and turn the tide a little bit. Just dropping out and rage quitting isn't really going to help, and it's not going to help your team because they're going to be a man down, when they're already in a situation where they can't win, well, are struggling to win. So it's just, yeah, it's just a bit of a defeatist attitude. So I don't really appreciate players that do that. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on the team that's obviously winning. If a team is genuinely trying and they're not rage quitting the game, I respect that. I respect that a lot because they're trying to play the game, they're trying to win the game, and that's the objective, right? And even though obviously, you know, we're maybe being a bit dicky by not playing the objective to finish the match for them, at the same time, as I said, I mean, we could get complacent, we could get a bit cocky, and they could get, you know, they could get a cap, they could get a few kills out of it. And as I said, you don't really gain anything from quitting the game, right? What's the fun in that? Just because you're losing, you're going to quit straight away? I mean, if every single sports team in the world did that as soon as they started losing, you wouldn't get these amazing comebacks, you wouldn't get any of these sort of headline finishes. So yeah, I mean, went on a bit of a rant there, but it's just, I don't know, in my opinion, you know, you just play the game, you try your best, and if it ain't working, switch it up, find out what isn't working, try and communicate with your team a little bit better, just do something different. You know, the game isn't over until it's over, as I keep saying. Anyway, gonna move on now. Right, so last might be some new gameplay on the channel. Didn't quite get around to doing that. The other thing I forgot to mention as well last week is that even though I have technically started recording my Uncharted 3 remastered gameplay walkthrough, I haven't finished it yet. And I haven't finished it yet because I've been busy playing Fortnite, of course. And the reason why I played a lot of Fortnite recently, like over the past week or so, is because they've released an update and it changed a few things in the game. And I don't know, these changes are kind of good. I mean, I haven't yet decided on whether they're good or bad, but I've been playing a lot of it. And this past week, I've been streaming some silly hours in Fortnite. Like, I've done easily 20 plus hours, right? Which is crazy, and I never thought I'd stream that much, but I have done, and it's tiring. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying playing the game, enjoying playing with my friends and stuff like that, and I'm picking up, you know, some viewers, I'm picking up some followers, so it's all good. But it's just, yeah, it just means that I have to rest and I can't play other games on the same day because I've spent so many hours playing Fortnite. But I'm hoping that in the not too distant future I will complete that walkthrough. I will try and get that posted to my players channel, and I will try and share some of the new game that I've been. There's now actually another game that I've actually played in addition to the other game that I teased as well. So I technically have 2 new games to share footage of on the channel. I just need to get around to doing it, and I don't know, I really don't know when at this point I'm going to do it. I was planning to do another 4-day upload, but I spent so much time streaming over the past week that I just didn't have the time or the energy to make another video. So I posted one on Wednesday, having skipped one on the Monday. I then skipped one on the Thursday, but I posted one yesterday on the Friday. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to post one for Sunday. Probably not, I would say. Maybe one for Monday. However, I will, of course, be streaming on Sunday. So if you fancy checking me out live, probably going to be doing some Fortnite. I'm not too sure yet. But if you do want to check me out, links in the description for my Twitch channel. Come say hi. I appreciate the support. Right, so I think that's pretty much everything miscellaneous I wanted to talk about before I moved on to my recap part of the video. We're on part 7 now, can you believe it? 7 parts of this story, and I'd say there's at least one more part to go before I finish, but we're getting close to the end of the story now. And it's just funny because in the past couple of videos, I've sort of just named them and then something. So we had the wedding a couple of weeks ago, and then we had the dinner. I think was that last week? The wedding dinner, was it last week? I think it was. And then today we've got the cruise, which, if you hadn't guessed, is about a cruise that I took while on this trip. Now, the thing that you won't know is that it was my first time ever on a cruise. And the reason why we went on this cruise is because, well, obviously it was my first time, so I thought I'd give it a try. It was only a mini cruise, like 3 days. I think 3 days altogether, like 2 nights at sea, 3 days on the ocean. And my aunt said it was kind of cheap, so she booked us all in, and we just paid her back. I mean, cheap is all relative, right? She said it was like $300-400 or something for 3 days or 4 days, whatever it was. And the thing about being on a cruise is, and I didn't know this, as I said, it's my first time on a cruise, so I didn't know what to expect, is that pretty much all the food is catered for. I mean, you can pay for extra stuff, like you can go and eat like at a restaurant or whatever, but if you eat at the meals that they provide, so they have like, it's basically all you can eat buffet, so you can eat breakfast, you can eat lunch, and you can eat dinner. And if you don't mind eating in like the buffet area, you know, where they provide food, then you can eat as much as you want within those hours for free. But there are restaurants, so there's like sushi bars, and there's like proper like restaurants for other nationalities, like Italian, blah 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 blah. So you can go and you can pay extra to have like a fancy meal on this cruise ship if you want to. But the food that they provided was actually really good. Like they had different stands, so they had like a burger bar outside where the swimming pool was, and they'd make like a fresh burger there for you. There was 24 hours ice cream and pizza. That was one of the selling points they had. So if the buffet was closed or if the restaurants were closed, you could stuff yourself on pizza and ice cream, which was available 24 hours a day. Like 24 hours a day. So you could wake up in the middle of the night, or if you happen to be awake like I usually was, you could go and get yourself some food if you're hungry. And that's the thing that I've learned about cruises, is that most people just pig out and eat. That's all they do on this cruise, right? They just sit around, they just eat. And I'm not much of an eater, which is a good thing. Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't get my money's worth in terms of food. I'll tell you that much, I'm afraid, but I'll get to that point in a minute. I'm not much of an eater anyway, so eating a lot is not something I'm accustomed to doing and I enjoy doing. And I know some people obviously like doing that. Like certain members of my family, they went to town. They might not necessarily have big appetites, but when there's free food and it's good food, why not? But for me, I mean, I ate a lot, but I didn't eat like all the time because I'm just not used to doing that. And the other thing as well that I didn't know about cruises is that all the entertainment is there. It's like being in a holiday resort where everything is in one place and it's just on one big moving ship. So at night time there were like nightclubs which I went to, but they were dead. Literally, I walked in, there was like 6 people. There were more staff than there were people at the nightclub. That's how dead they were. There were different, obviously there were different nightclubs. Like the one that I went to was completely dead. There were several bars. There was like a mini casino there. I don't think the swimming pools were open at night time. On the top deck, they had like a mini crazy golf thing, which wasn't very good because the golf balls, obviously they couldn't use real golf balls, so they used like little foam balls, but it was kind of windy on the top deck and I just blew the balls all over the place, so it wasn't very good for playing. But it was novel. I mean, I haven't played crazy golf in a while and I did quite well on that, so it was kind of fun, but it wasn't very practical in my opinion. And you know, just like any other hotel, they had like child facilities. So if you had like young kids or babies, you could just drop them off. Well, not babies, but like, you know, young kids, you could drop them off and just leave them there and they look after them all day long for you. There was even a gym on the ship, and I guess this is kind of sort of mandatory because people are into their health and fitness or whatever. I went to the gym just to have a look, not intending to do any exercise because I don't do exercise. The gym was really nice. It was at the front of the ship, and it was looking out into the ocean, big windows, you could see right into the distance, really cool. In the same area as the gym, they had this sort of like beauty spa, like you could go and sit in a sauna, that sort of thing, and it was really nice, like really nice. And it was just really relaxing up there. Like there was music playing, and then I went to the toilet there, and the bathroom was really nice. Like nicest bathroom I've seen in a long time. It's a weird thing to talk about, but I'm telling you, this bathroom was really nice. Like there was like tiles and everything, and it was like it smelled really fresh. Like not fresh as in clean, but like there was like fragrances and stuff because it was next to the beauty spa, obviously. But it's just totally unexpected. Like, I've never been on a cruise before, so I don't know. Maybe all cruises have this facility and they all look the same. They all look really good, but to me, this is all new to me. Like I haven't been to the gym since uni. And my uni gym was nowhere near as nice as this. The view and everything was really nice, obviously, so that was a really big selling point. But as I said, I didn't go there to do any exercise or anything like that. At night, they would put on shows, so we went to see a comedy stand-up show, which was okay, a bit on the nose, but it was kind of funny. And there was just like other shows as well. And then throughout the course of the cruise, they had like quizzes, so you just turn up at a certain point at a certain time. So they'll say go to the pool bar at XY time, and then they just do the quiz. The quizzes they didn't really take seriously. There were prizes, but they didn't really take it seriously. You didn't swap papers to mark, and you just marked it yourself, which is kind of a bit, you know, it's one of those quizzes where if you don't swap the papers, it ain't serious. No one's taking it seriously. Right, so I thought I'd have more time to talk about the cruise, but I guess not. So I'm going to have to pick this up in the cruise part 2 or something next week. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to call it yet, but I'm going to have to title it something. But I'm going to have to end the video today because I actually run out of gameplay footage. I didn't think I would do. So there's going to be at least 2 more parts of this US story before we finish. So yeah, I'm going to have to pick this story up in next week's video. If you enjoy the content of today's video, the story, the gameplay, do consider tapping the like button. I really do appreciate it. And as always, if you've got any thoughts, share, if you've got anything you've seen in the gameplay or anything I've talked about, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll be interested to hear. As I said, I will probably be streaming Fortnite again. I don't know if I'll be streaming it tonight, but definitely tomorrow. I'll be streaming something tomorrow, Sunday. And then over the course of the week, I'll probably be streaming and uploading more videos to the channel as well. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.